What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, and we got to talk more about this Shannon Sharpe Ocho situation where Shannon called him out for being, for lack of a better term, unprofessional and late to Nightcap. And I'm not sure if this is the first time it's happened. I've been waiting for some of their streams before after games, and it took a few minutes. And I don't know if this thing is again been ongoing, but it seems like Shannon Sharpe is very punctual, especially having his own thing and it's ascending so fast. He wants to continue to feed the people and continue to be a reliable source for information. I know people wanted to paint it as him trying to big time Ocho and all that, but how? Because he's made Ocho a part of the show. And I hope Ocho is able to see that. And one of the best things about having a partnership, a good partnership, is people that are willing to have tough conversations. So if someone tries to get you out of your comfort zone, okay, it might not feel good when they address you, but when you sit down and think about what they say, are they trying to push you forward to be better, to care about your craft, to care about something that you have ownership on that's growing and is going to be as much as whatever you put into it? Okay, well, it didn't feel good at first. When I sat down and I listened to it, okay, yeah, this guy wants the best for me, wants the best for us, and we're gonna keep it moving. And some of the things Ocho said in here, I'm not sure how to take it. Now Shannon Sharp broke it down, tried to explain it 100%, but we about to see, man. I'm about to just play this clip because I'm gonna come back and kind of analyze Ocho's comments. Let's.
Guys, I look, there's been a lot said. Well, you trying to do the Ocho, what Skip did to you, blah, blah, blah. No, what I am going to do is that I'm going to push, I'm going to pull, I'm going to drag Ocho to a level that he didn't think he could get to. See, I saw some of the comments. You too serious. It's just a little internet show. It's a YouTube show. For you, that's all you see it as. But that's not the vision that I shared with Ocho when we sat down. That's not the vision that Ocho say, we can do that. Yes. I say, you see what these other guys are getting. But I can't go when I sit down with these studios and they says, okay, Shannon, what can you do? What do you want to do? How are you gonna package this? What are you looking for? Because when you go to a studio, they want a time slot. They want like, okay, what time slot you want to be in, and can we account on you being in that slot? Yes, yes, absolutely. And so I want Ocho to take it serious. I've conveyed this with Ocho. Ocho, I'm not telling breaking earth, interrupting your normally scheduled programming, because I just want Ocho to understand this is Ocho's show. This is my show. And I want him to take it as serious instead of like when he goes on First Take, be great on First Take. Inside the NFL, be great on those. But I want Ocho to understand we going to only go as far as he and I can take this thing. And the heights that I dream, and I think what he's conveyed to me is that we're going to have to do this together. But there has to be a level of professionalism. There has to be a courtesy of being on time. I respect his time, and I want him to respect, because there's a lot of people. We started out, it was just Ocho, myself, one person in the studio, and Ash. We got 11 people now. We got editors, we got graphics, we got extra producers, we got associate producers. And so I know y'all took it and tried to run. This is a conversation. Ocho and I have had conversation off cameras. Ocho has conveyed to me what he wants to accomplish with Nightcap, all the while expanding his brand and doing First Take. I wholeheartedly support that. And when it came to me, Ocho is great. Inside the NFL, he's doing that. He's doing an unbelievable job. But I just know Ocho can, and I think for me, when I look at Ocho, I see a guy that wants to do it, but has never been in a situation where it was had to be like, okay, Ocho, you can just do your thing. Ocho, you so great. I'm gonna force Ocho to be great. He ain't got no choice. He ain't gonna have no choice but to be great. And when we rise with Nightcap, when y'all see, man, they did it. Man, said it. Ocho said they were gonna do it. That's what I expect from Ocho. And I just he was already gonna be cutting it close for time because of the flight got delayed, mechanical issues. And so at that situation, you know what? I got a show tonight. This is not Friday. I don't have anything to do. I can take that route that I normally take, call somebody, have them pick me up. But you know what? I'm already cutting it close. Let me get a little more suitable situation to get to my workplace. So I know you guys tried to blow it up, try to make it something. I'm trying to big time Ocho. No, I just want Ocho to be great. And I think there's a level of professionalism and a kind of courtesy that comes along with being great. Because there are two kind of pains that you get. You get the pain of discipline or you get the pain of regret. And if things don't work out, I can live with that. But I will not be, man, if I had only worked harder. So that's where I'm at. Ocho, I want you to say your piece.
Man, I'm good. I'm good. Man, we good. You know that. I don't pay them people no mind. You know, I'm gonna always be me. I'm always be me. I'm gonna always be successful. I always have been. You know, you have your way of doing things. I have my way of doing things. You know, that's it. We gonna be successful no matter what. I always remain my authentic self. You know, I've been a little bit, but I ain't gonna been too much where I have to change who I am.
So that's what Ocho and I are.
So Shannon Sharpe was 100% right. You know, the way he painted that. And this is what I said in my other video. I said that this was Shannon's reasoning, 100%. Anybody could see that. It's not like I'm breaking any news. It's just that he cares about the brand and everything you invested into it. Now, Ocho is talking about the way that he travels and all these things and saying, you know, I bend a little bit. I ain't going to bend too much. I don't really like those comments. Uh, when it's time to take accountability for something that you own. And it seems like ESPN is trying to throw him a bag too and leech off of what Shannon Sharpe has helped build with Ocho. How many times they've been checking for Ocho lately? You see what I'm saying? So you got to take care of home, take care of your thing first and foremost, man. Uh, if you're gonna travel that way, travel to ESPN that way. But when it comes time to nightcap, around a certain time every night, you know about what time the football game's gonna end. So get yourself an hour window. Um, get because now we done seen a situation like DeMar Hamlin happen where um, a game could end early. So put yourself in position to be able to go live with that because y'all are both owners of it. It's not even like you just an employee. You know, you're a part owner of this. So you take extra steps to make sure you're in position to be ready to go live after these events end. And this is what Shannon Sharpe is saying, right? Y'all have the ball right now and you're able to make plays right, like you guys are the guys of the moment right now. Why would you allow someone to come in that's more punctual, has good chemistry with someone else, come in and steal your spot um, because of unprofessionalism? I really didn't like his tone, and you could tell it's not 100% okay yet. It may be, but there's an unnecessary tug there. Man, just be professional. Just get there on time. Take extra steps to be there on time. Shannon Sharpe is not about to let his brand just go down like that because you can't be on time. Again, Shannon is foreseeing the future of more people going live right after the football games and coming into the YouTube space. And eventually it'll be someone with the same cachet as them, uh, coming into the YouTube space, or not even that. They'll just be the new thing, and the new thing's gonna get some views. And if they knock it out the park, then they'll start to take some of your viewers. And this is what Shannon Sharpe already knows, man. And Ocho is a good compliment to Shannon, but again, being on time, people would get tired of your stream not starting. Because think about it, football games end very late anyway, especially on Sunday nights or I think it was Saturday after Prime and them game against Nebraska the other night when he came in. But even then, the college primetime games end very late too. You know, so people already got to go to work the next morning, going to church, doing different stuff like that. So they ain't gonna be up all night. Um, but the viewership is going to drop significantly when you're late because people gonna be like, man, I ain't got time for this, so let me go on to bed. And these metrics that you're accumulating by going live at the games and stuff, this is what you show the networks. Shannon is telling you like this is a bigger business. We trying to eventually partner with somebody else and get a time slot for. I'm thinking the way that they talk is probably gonna be um HBO or something like that. It'll be that type of network that streams it because they get pretty wild in some of the things they say, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully this thing works out, man. Hopefully Ocho sees the light of day. He's younger than Shannon. You know, listen to Shannon, man. He ain't want nothing bad for you. Uh, Sometimes as a man, it don't feel good for another man to tell you how you should do things. But Shannon isn't necessarily trying to tell you how to do things. He's just saying, like, take the proper measures for the brand to be successful. That if you peel back every other layer of the conversation and you didn't like some of the delivery of how he says certain things, at the core of it is show up, be punctual for the brand, for the betterment of both of us. And I see no problem with that message. And I think Ocho needs to look at that message that exact way. But man, I ain't gonna continue with this word salad. You know, I think I got my point across. I want you guys to get in that comment section and tell me how you feel about this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time.